Hey Gemini, how are you doing today? This is your message for what you don't see in this, whatever it might be, okay? So thank you so much for joining me here. Like and subscribe. This message is intended to reach you whenever you're called to see it. So this is a timeless message. It is for Gemini. So my lovely Geminis, do check your other signs as well within your chart. We've been having some pretty powerful energies. Been feeling called to do more. And let's find out. Fool on the bottom of the deck, that's a great sign. Brand new beginning, a leap of faith. There's a lot of unknowns in the future for you and with the Fool, but it's all about the excitement of the unknown. The what you don't know actually helps you. Wow, the Two of Cups. Oh, I didn't expect that. Gemini, wow. Judgment in reverse. Someone's making a bad decision. Someone made a bad decision. I gotta move this. Okay, great. Interesting. Ten of Swords in reverse. Just not looking back at the past. Oh, this was a relationship in the past for you, Gemini. There was a relationship here. Okay. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Cups. That connection in the past wasn't working. You still see it and look at it. You're still facing it. Four of Swords in reverse. Still facing it. All of the cards are kind of in the direction towards this Two of Cups. But it's as if you're going back to the past. Okay, let's take a look further. Seven of Pentacles. There were seeds that were planted here. It was intended to grow. Ace of Wands in reverse. Fizzled out. This fell apart. There was either not enough interaction or too many bad interactions. The Hanged Man for the future. Well, I kind of like this energy for you. Looking towards the future instead of at the past. You could be like, oh, I wonder, like, are they ever gonna come back to me? Like, I hope and wish. And it's totally not meant to be. Like, you're to go to the future. The future you cannot escape. But I see you absolutely exhausted from it until the flip of the switch, when you start to see the perspective of this actual person. You're like, oh, okay, I get it now. And so with the Ten of Swords in reverse is like you're not going to the past anymore. It's like the awakening, the Hanged Man energy. You're stretching yourself. You're seeing the perspective. You're putting your whole world in a different way, and you're in space with this. Like, you're in, how do I say this? In space with this. Doesn't make sense to me if I was to listen to it either, but it's just like it wants to come out like that. Like, you're sitting with this. You're allowing the perspective of your new life to work on you. And I like that. Because this is kind of like the universe, source, God, your guides, your angels, you, even yourself, is kind of ready for the change. The challenge, Knight of Pentacles. It is slow. So slow. And it's kind of like things are taking, how do I say this? It's like, we all have the same amount of time in a day, same 24 hours, but this situation isn't about within the 24 hours. This is about something that's taken a lot longer than that. This is kind of like a week or 2 weeks or months or more. That's what feels slow about this. Like I said, it was slow, and I'm like thinking about like work last night. Like, yeah, work was so slow last night, but I could do it. and it was fun. And I have friends there. Well, can't see your work people as friends until you don't work with them anymore. Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands in reverse is overall energy outcome. Ooh, good compatibility here within you. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Wands in reverse right now. So you're thinking about what's ahead of you and behind you all at once, and it's really gotten you into a twist and a pickle. And it's, how do I say this? It's kind of like, for me, if I was to feel this energy, it would be like desperate. It would be like needing something to fill that void. It would be like, I gotta go shopping. I gotta go do this and that. It's like, and then anger, if it's not experienced and brought forth towards me, I'd be like, ooh, rah. Like, ultimately, I'm not gonna get angry, nah, but I'm gonna be like, we could play a clip. No. I've got many. I like to record myself in all emotions. You could be thinking of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I see the Knight of Pentacles more as a Taurus, as it's so slow, which is very interesting. If there's a frustration of it being a challenge, that means that there could be more rage. Taurus is very rageful, very fast when it wants to. But I really see that this Ace of Wands in reverse that you're focusing on, you're like, I'm just so, like, not turned on by it. I can't get freaky with that. That's given me the ick. But the perspective shift, I'm gonna give you an example with this. It'd be like, oh, yeah, I can't give you the ick. It's like, if, it was weird. I, like, immediately pictured someone that was, like, you know, got a little jiggle. I don't mind it. I envy it because I want to be able to use that and work out with it, because I will wither away if not. I can't eat enough. But, like, let's go into this a little bit different, where it was, like, a weird perspective of, like, no, but, like, the little bit of the jiggle and the wiggle is, like, healthy for me. And, like, I need that. And it's like, someone like that is proper, instead of the person who's so focused on, like, their looks and sexuality and all this and that, because they're just out there to, like, they're out there for the shell. They're not out there for what's inside the cannoli, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's see. We're going to find out the energy surrounding you and your person. 808. I seem to always kind of notice the 808s. We're going to use the archetype deck. What is the energy surrounding you currently? Monk. None. I know I can get none. The energy surrounding you? Monk, none. Wow. Spiritual. In tune. I just heard consensual. I'm kind of meant more along the lines of, like, what's that word? Abstinence, but it says something else. It's a different word for it. Celibate. It's a C word. Okay. Y'all seen that little football? What about it? This makes me want to put on, like, a long thing, like the monk and the nun. Like, the nun, she covers her hair, and they say that in spirituality, like, you cover your hair so you can talk to God or something. It doesn't make sense. But it's about the hair covering the body, and then you want to cover your hair for, like, something. Anyways, I'm not wearing a toque right now. Tell me more about the energy surrounding your person. Too many cards. And that one slowly fell. Wow, it landed on my heel. It landed on my heel and, like, just sat there. I was like, and I had to move my foot, and I was like, oh, that actually stuck there. So Gemini, the energy surrounding your person. I I just silence myself. Because there's so much going on right now. Goddess Networker. OMG. OMG. Your person, Gemini, is kind of like somebody that gets your heart beating. So that's why you're so focused on them still. But for whatever reason, someone made the decision that it ain't going anywhere. There's no spark. It's not lit. It's not exciting. Then again, the boring is so healthy. So we have to recognize our own patterns within that too. Boring can mean healthy. But this person aligns with you, Gemini. But they either sense that you're very held back and you're not really like wanting to go all in with it yet. And they're like, hey, what's up? Why are you like this? And so they're kind of like stuck on a thought about this. Like, why is it so slow? And you're just like, I don't want to like get them to know I like them that much yet. They kind of getting the fangirl going on. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't. And then all of a sudden, just jibber jabber comes out and they can't even block. So, let's find out more about the energy surrounding this reading. What is the message of this reading of what you not see in this? This person actually likes you a lot more than you expected. Someone's not seeing the perspective, but also there might also be where someone's hanging on to something and they're not providing the person what they need. They're not actually aware of that particular individual. Maybe you, where they're not aware of you and what you need and what you want. They only focus on themselves. Hummingbird energy. Ooh, this person travels far though. They'll travel far. They travel light. Requires a lot and it requires constant. Not a bad thing. I love hummingbirds. You just gotta set up something little for them so they can go to constantly and come back and you could just watch them. Kind of sounds like a strip club. Yeah. I mean, I should try it. What if I all of a sudden started dancing? That'd be like a thing, I guess. On it moves. I guess it's the thing in the eras right now. Like right now with the Pluto in Aquarius, that energy. Very nice. Things are happening for you, and I see a lot of that happening with this Hanged Man energy, but first is going to come the realization, the awakening, and then things will flow through for you. Because the awakening could be like, oh, this led me to become that. No. If I could do duck face, like, I just did it. I never. Well, I must. I don't know. One time I seen someone duck facing while they're lawn mowing. I was like, wow. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay. What is the message you need to know currently about this connection and relationship from the universe for Gemini? Thank you. What does the universe need you to know? La, 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 la. Oh, am I doing the anthem now? Da, da, da. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, and it simply allows and gives. It's kind of like, let this person surprise you. Expect nothing. It kind of feels like, no, we must. But it's like, don't. So this monk nun is kind of like putting you into a different perspective place. I was like, just be. And then this goddess networker energy is like, yo, you shine bright. I gotta get your energy more out of the goddess energy than goddess energy, networker energy versus the monk energy. Although I do feel that you are taking time apart to really like clear, purge, cleanse, and like find peace. Because I'm so annoyed by all this drama. All the kind of drama I want is some theta. Oh! And it almost put out the flame. Let's see what else the universe has for you today, okay? Gemini, you were trying too hard. Give it time. Playfulness. Yeah, I've been feeling that a lot throughout your reading today. Forgiveness. Reflection. Oh, it feels like somebody might be trying to turn the tables again and literally level themselves up as fast as they can, because it can't happen fast enough for whatever reason. But for whatever reason, someone just needs a timeout, needs a break. Okay. How does your person feel about this? They're healing. Oh, and willing to do friendship right now. I like that. This is really good. Healing and friendship. But we have twin flames on the top, so this person's being really strategic. They don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. There is separation is the worst. I get it. I hate it. One time I bawled my eyes out to go to an engagement party, and I was like, my boyfriend. But we were together for so long at that point, and it was like my first trip away from him, and it was like my routine. It was so messed up back then. So I didn't, it was so hard to deal with. Anyways, that was like, I had to take a long bus ride way up into northern Canada. I like it where it's warm. Just not where I am now. It's not warm. How do you feel about all this? When it comes to the matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong choice. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. This is a great place to be in. I love it. This is kind of like the energy of like, well, if they want me, they will. If they don't, I'm hot. Yeah. I feel it, actually. You know, it's like when you invest in yourself, you're like, I deserve the XL VL purse. I said it wrong the other day. I was like, XL purse. I was like, damn it, I forgot that's LV or, yeah, ISL. All these acronyms and things is so funny. I find humor in it. Okay, so we gotta find out a little bit more about this really long reading and what crystal energy will help us heal. But we're going to do this after the blind spot oracle from Teal Swan. So let's find out what we're not seeing in all of this. This is what it comes all down to. This is what this whole reading's about. The blind spot oracle. What did we not see in this? What is our blind spot for Gemini? Thank you. When Gemini needs to hear it. Number 69. Wow. Okay. Well. What does that mean? Number 69. Let's see. This card is attributed to gaslighting. Yeah, so that's why you're trying to make sense of this. Too many red flags. This definitely turned you into a wrong person because you're so overwhelmed by it all now. That makes sense. This is what it all came down to, and that card flew out like nothing. Like it was like that was the card. Oh well. That sucks. Now we're going to move on. And I see that for you, and that's where the perspective shift happened, and you're like, okay, wow. I don't need that in my life anymore. And what we're going to do with this crystal oracle deck to help us find the healing and perspective that we need for Gemini. Thank you. Oh, that's how I know that one was not the card. That's great. We got an emerald here. I love it. I cannot wait to get myself a bunch of emeralds. I want to get like tennis necklace. Is that what they call this? Tennis chain or tennis something? Just emeralds. Lush and reminiscent of the green of spring, emerald is known as the stone of successful love. Stimulating loyalty. Where's my rings? Stimulating loyalty. Like, this is funny. I think I have in my backpack. I wore them to work. Healing the auric field with unconditional love, hope, and joy, with exuberance and a lust for life. Their emerald is a sign for new beginnings and a fresh step in life. Lice? Definitely take care of that. If you have that. Nip in the bud quick. You don't, it doesn't take very long for generations of that stuff to grow. So just take care of it. It's worth it. With exuberance and a lust for life, the emerald is a sign for new beginnings and a fresh step in life, radiating health, prosperity, and vitality. Grow in the direction of your dreams and nurture yourself along the way. You deserve the riches that life has to offer you. The riches life has to offer you. I'm so excited because the universe has just been pouring into my life these ideas of like really expensive jewelry I should be buying. And I'm like, how am I ever going to wear this? We'll see. Thanks, God. So the more that you can be thankful for every experience in your life, the more that the God's going to pour into your life as well. Thank you for joining me here. Check out the signs, and I love you tons.